Well, good evening. I'm Jim Campbell. Well, it's a real honor for me to be here tonight as a previous recipient of this wonderful award. I think the common denominator of those of us that have been fortunate enough to receive this award is that we're incredible dreamers, maybe sometimes a little kooky. Some people might say visionaries, and some people might say just flat out crazy. In my own personal case, I used to come to this building growing up in a very small town in southeastern Minnesota. Every time that my parents would come to the Twin Cities State Fair, whatever it was, we'd always stop here on the way home. And someone said it was sort of like our Mall of America, and that was exactly right. This is just an incredible spot and memories in all of our lives. And I think to be here and see what's been accomplished tonight is really an answer to dreams that many of us have all had. When you think about what we've seen tonight about urban ventures, kids, youth leadership, strengthening families, creating jobs, the economic engine. You know, we spent a lot of time in these awards thinking about brick and mortar and sort of the tangible things, but the real scorecard, the real thing that we always need to really pay attention to are the impact that we're having on the lives of the people who live in this neighborhood. And so I just want to congratulate Dick Pettengill. Dick, your management team, your board for having the insight, the courage to step up and do what you have done here. I just tell you a little bit of a story. I was on the board when the decision was made to do this. I am no longer on the board. Dick does his due diligence better than anyone I've ever known. And as he said, there were three options. I obviously had a favorite option, and I did my utmost to try to convince Dick that this was the place to come. But he really held his cards very, very close to the vest. And I remember the night before the board meeting, I sat down at my desk and I thought, you know, I don't really know where Dick's going to go tomorrow. I need to write two speeches, one in support of his recommendation of Sears, and one this incredibly profound, aggressive minority position on whatever other option he might choose. And I thought, you know, rather than sit here and spend all that time writing two speeches, I'm going to call Dick. And so I don't know if you remember this. I picked up the phone and called you at home, and I said, well, where are you? And he said, I'm going with Sears. And so I only wrote one speech that night, and that was sort of a seconding speech. But I think it's been said that there are so many issues that had to be dealt with to get this accomplished. He never backed off once. I mean, he had set his mind, and he was going to the goal. And for that, I think we all deserve to give him another big round of applause. Lastly, I'd sort of like to wrap up and just say that all of us who get to know Art Erickson and get to know Urban Ventures, every day we see them, every day we see the impact that they're having on their community, the more we realize that they deserve all of our collective support. I'm a great believer in collaboration, of good things happening when people work together. You've heard about the Powell Center with Crystal Ray. I mean, what an incredible opportunity that this has created to make the next, perhaps, most exciting thing happen in this community. But the reality of it is that Art and Urban Ventures need our support, operating support, each and every day, all year long.